In 1940s and 1950s, Qatar was just a desert. No one ever visited Qatar because it didn't have anything except for pearls. When petrol and oil were discovered, Qatar began building a number of worldwide companies, and oil and petrol has been sold to different countries around the world. So that was the major cause why Qatar is a rich country. What raised the number of and that is what raised the number of visitors coming to Qatar every year. In your opinion, what are some of the problems foreigners face when visiting Qatar?
This is an interesting question. There are a number of problems visitors can face if they plan to come to Qatar. Most importantly is obtaining a visa. There are two types of visas depending on the country you come from. First type is if you come from the West and the US. Second type if you come from the rest of the world. So usually you have to apply for a visa. It takes you about 2 weeks to get it. The second problem a visitor will face is the lack of entertainment and tourist places in Qatar. A third problem is usually hotel accommodation is quite expensive and limited.
What are some possible solutions?
When we start thinking about solving the problems of a visitor would like to come in Qatar, we'll go one by one. The first problem we talked about obtaining visas before you come to Qatar. Possible solution is to allow embassies around the world to issue visas and to be more flexible and expedite awarding visas to various people. The problem of lack of entertaining and tourist places in Qatar, perhaps the government can start thinking about building up some museums and national parks and theaters. And solving the third problem of hotel accommodation costs, I suggest that build up more hotels and try to provide some hotels and room accommodation at reasonable prices.
Discuss some of the motives and advantages behind Qatar's social development.
Social development of any country is so important as it's directly affect the standard of living of both locals and expatriates who are living in Qatar. It will eventually raise the standard of living. It is further attracts highly experienced employees to settle in Qatar, which eventually can contribute to further developing the country. Furthermore, it attracts foreign companies and foreign investment to settle in Qatar and start new businesses, etc.
As you can see the difference between Qatar in 1930s and Qatar in 2007 and 2008. Qatar has developed massively in the past few years. The companies in Qatar are one of the best companies in the world. And this is why people from all around the world come here to Qatar, and tourists are increasing day by day and even year by year. So this is, as you can see, this is how Qatar has developed socially in the past few years.